What's up, guys? It's Azrain here, and we are gonna do actually week one. This is my week one team building video versus the Texas Tranquils, aka Eternal KMJ. So I looked at his team. I looked at his team. I saw Necrozma. I think I might. I'll put probably his team, the consistency of his team, a little bit down below. But I saw I saw his team, and basically, I saw, wow, okay, Alola Ninetales, Tyranitar, so they've got Weather. He doesn't have any mons that have knockoff, really. He doesn't really have any mons that have knockoff to knock off. And then he doesn't have anything that would be good as a phaser, nothing with confusion per se. So I'm like, I think it's time. I think it's time. The only Leech Seeder he has on his team also is Celestial. So I'm like, it's time. It's time to bring out the meme. The sturdy Shedinja, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the star of the show. The star of the show is sturdy Shedinja. So I kind of organized the team so it doesn't look like it's like 100% memey. But I'm always going to lead with Audino and Carbink for this doubles gimmick. Audino is Choppleberry to resist any fighting hits on his team, any stray fighting hits, max defense, and Carbink. So what it's supposed to do is actually Carbink. They're both min speed, negative nature on speed, 0 EVs and IVs. So what's supposed to happen turn 1 is Carbink Trick Rooms has a mental herb, so it can't avoid that. Audino is supposed to skill swap Carbink Sturdy onto itself. Now, the thing is, in case he does decide to bring T-Tar or something like that, or I think he had a Necrozma. Yeah, he has a Necrozma. And they decide to set up rocks. I have Magic Coat just in case. So instead, what I could do is Trick Room 1 turn, spam Magic Coat to prevent the rocks, and then he would skill swap. And then on the second turn, Carbink would skill swap into Audino. But the optimal way to go is to Trick Room with Carbink turn 1 and skill swap with Audino also in turn 1. Then in turn 2, now that Audino has Sturdy, you can't skill swap Wonder Guard off of a Shedinja, but you can't entrainment it off. So I would entrainment with Audino. I'll switch my Carbink out into Shedinja and entrainment. So unless my opponent sees that and has a status move immediately going into the Carbink slot, then my Shedinja is in. And at that point, since Audino has base 50 speed, Shedinja's slow, Audino will probably outspeed a lot of things in the Trick Room, and to prevent it from getting statused, I'll Thunder Wave. Because that's usually the second, like, when you bring a sturdy Shedinja, they're like, okay, so now, shit, we gotta kill it with, like, status, since it's sturdy and it can't die from any attacking moves, whether it's super effective or not. So, like, okay, let's status it. So that's the second thing they're gonna do, people usually would do. So then I'll have Thunder Wave, the T-Wave, the Shedinja, provided it doesn't miss. So to prevent that, you can see our Shedinja is also carrying safety goggles, so the Ninetales Hail, and Tyranitar, whatever, what is it called? Tyranitar Sandstream don't affect him. And then the Shedinja will SD up as he gets T-Wave. Now, say he has a Leech Seeder, potential Leech Seeder like it's Celestial. Now that the Shedinja is paralyzed, and has Sturdy, they're like, okay, how am I going to do this? Well, Confusion is a way to stop Shedinja, but that only works 1/3 of the time. Plus, there are, I don't know if many doubles players actually run Confusion, or if Swagger is banned, but I don't know. Hurricane Confusion, maybe, or phasing them out with Dragon Tail or Roar, but you don't really see that too much in doubles, at least I don't. But then again, I'm not the expert at doubles, so those are two very obscure ways. So another way, I guess, the next most common way that I can deal with is to stop Leech Seed. So how do I do that, you say? So at the moment, right now, I have a sturdy paralyzed, think hypotheticals. I have a sturdy paralyzed Shedinja, while Audino is in. So what I'm going to do that turn is I'm going to protect with the Shedinja. I'll switch my Audino out into my Spadev Trevenant with a Cobalt Berry, so it can live any hit from T-Tar if it wants to be cheeky and attack the Audino slot or something like that. And then, once again, Trevenant is also... Oh, I need to change this. Trevenant is is going to be minus speed 0 EVs and IVs. So I should have 1 turn of Trick Room at this point. So now that the Trevenant is in for free, the Shedinja has protected itself from any potential Leech Seeders. Now the Trevenant should be the fastest thing in Trick Room next to Shedinja. Used Force Curse, which adds a Grass type. To it to prevent it from being Leech Seeded. And hopefully the Force Curse lands before the opponent can get a Leech Seed off. So that's my entire strategy right there. So, on top of that, the rest of the Mons are just other support Mons. We have Latios here to defog in case he does get hazards off. We have Trick on Latios, no item. I don't really want to put any item on Latios, but it's just to get rid of Rocky Helmets, because I will be scouting for Rocky Helmets. I will be scouting for Rocky Helmets with Latios whenever I can. If I think something can put on a Rocky Helmet, and just in case, I'll put it on. And then we have Rotom. Just in case Audino dies right after it entrains the Sturdy on Shedinja, I have a second T waiver in Rotom to help Shedinja with that. But yeah, other than that, that's the team. Like, the team has only one goal, and if it fails, then I get 6-0'd. But if it doesn't, then it makes for one hell of a replay. So, Sturdy Shedinja, that's what we're going to be doing. And we'll see if my opponent has something to prepare for it. But from the way his team is built up, I don't think he does have too much to deal with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Tune in for the video on our replay, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.